Good morning. Today we are going to discuss about steam boilers. So yesterday we discussed about the definition of boilers and the function of boiler and what are some terms used in steam boilers and what are the requirements of a good boiler and the selection of boiler and the classification of steam boilers. Okay. So let us summarize the yesterday's topics in short form. So steam boiler, okay. So steam boiler, it is a closed vessel. It consisting the water, okay. So this with this water we have to form the steam by utilizing heat, by utilizing the heat from the combustion of fuel in the furnace, okay. So while the combustion of fuel, it releases the heat. So this heat is used to heat the water in a closed vessel. Okay, so that the water is converts into steam. Okay, so how steam is nothing but it is a vaporized form of the water. Okay, so then so where we use this steam means the steam is used in power plants for generation of electricity. Okay, so and steam is also used for industrial applications, okay, and marine applications and locomotives, okay, and paper mills and cotton mills for bleaching of for the bleaching, okay. So these are the applications of a steam boiler, okay. So then some we discussed some terms related to the steam boiler. So in steam boiler, first it is consisting the shell. Okay, so it steam boiler, it is consisting the boiler shell, or it is also called drum. Okay, so in which below the boiler drum we have the furnace. Okay, so the furnace is located for the below the boiler for the combustion of fuel. Okay, so below the furnace we use the grat. Okay, so this with this grat we the amount of air supply. So the necessity of the required air is supplied through the grat for the combustion of fuel. Okay, then we discuss uh, boiler mountings. Okay, some of the boiler mountings are pressure gauge, water level indicator, and a steam stop valve, safety valve, fusible plug, and heat check valve. Okay, so we discussed in further classes about the working of mountings and accessories. So accessories. So what is the need of boiler mountings means for the smooth operation. Okay, for safety operation we are using the boiler mountings. Okay, so then we discuss it in terms about accessories. So accessories are used for increasing the efficiency of a boiler. Okay. So some of the accessories are superheater, economizer, air preheater. Okay. And then we discussed about the requirements of a boiler. Okay. So for selecting a boiler, so the boiler should be capable of producing maximum amount of steam. Okay, so the need of boiler is to produce the steam. Okay, so that the boiler should be produce maximum amount of steam. Okay, so with the boil and which occupies the less space. Okay, so the boiler should be quick starting. It is capable of quick starting. Okay, and it should be safe in working. Okay, so these are a requirements of a good boiler. Okay, so then we discuss a selection of a boiler. Okay, so coming to selection, it should be for selecting the boiler, it should have the so the factors are operating pressure. Okay. So the main boiler are producing the steam with pressure and temperature. Okay. So based on our requirement, that is operating pressure. For example, so with this some of the boiler, this operating pressure is changes for different boilers. Okay. So for example, it a Cochrane boiler, its operating pressure is about 6.5 bar. Okay. For Babcock-Wilcox boiler, its operating pressure is 20 bar. Okay. Then Lement boiler, its operating pressure is 125 bar. For Benson boiler, operating pressure is 210 bar. Okay. So our base different boilers, its operating pressure is changes. Okay. So for selecting boiler, so based on our operating pressure, so the maximum capacity of pressure, based on that we are choosing the boilers. Okay. And steam generation capacity, and other term is steam generation capacity. So based on that we are select the boiler. For example, for Cochrane boiler, the capacity of steam generation is about 3000 kg per hour. Okay. For Babcock and Wilcox boiler, it is 20,000 kg per hour. Okay. For Lement boiler, it is 50,000 kg per hour. And Benson boiler, it is 1,35,000 kg per hour. Okay. So why I am telling only 4 boilers means in your syllabus we are going to discuss only about these 4 boilers only. Okay. So in remaining boiler we may discuss further higher classes. So and we may choose based on quality of steam required. Okay, so quality of steam required. So coming to the quality, the steam is nothing but it is a vaporized form of water. So if the steam is having water, that means it is a wet steam. Okay, if the water particles are present in the steam, means it is a wet steam. So it is does not contain water particles, but its temperature is only less temperature, that is saturation temperature. So that steam we call it as dry steam. Okay. So and if the temperature is more than saturation temperature, then it is superheated steam. So based on our quality of steam, we may choose. Okay. Then availability of floor space. So we always prefer it should be occupy less space. Okay. And nature of load on the boiler. So our required. So based on our maximum capacity, we are selecting the boiler. And the important is one more term. Initial cost should be low. Okay, and the cost of boiler should be low. Okay? So these are the selection of boiler. Okay. Then we discussed about types of boilers. Okay. So according to the content in the tubes, it is boilers are two types: five tube boiler and water tube boiler. Okay. So when we say it is five tube, that means when the hot gases are flows through the tube. When the we allow the hot gases passes through the tube and which is surrounded by the water, then it is called five tube boiler. Okay. So when we say it is water tube means we allow the water through the tube which is surrounded by the hot gases. Okay. So according to the content, if the fire, that means hot gases are flows inside the tube, it is five tube boiler. Okay. So if the water is flows through the tube, it is water tube boiler. Okay. So based on content, we define it is five tube and water tube boiler. Okay. So then location of furnace. So based on location, that means if the furnace is located inside the boiler, that means it is a part of boiler, it is internally fired boiler. Okay. So if the furnace is outside the boiler, that means externally fired boilers. Okay. So if the based on axis of shell, okay, if the boiler is vertical, then it is axis is vertical, then vertical boiler. Okay. And horizontal, if it is horizontal. Inclined, it is inclined boiler. Okay. So then circulation we use for lower capacity, we use the natural circulation. Okay. For higher capacity we use pump, that is forced circulation. Okay. And based on application, that means if it is the boilers are fixed at one place, that means stationary applications. That means in power plants and industrial applications, we use the fixed boilers, that is stationary boilers. Okay. So if the boilers are temporarily used, that means it changes from based on application. So that is in marine boilers and locomotive boilers. So these are all mobile boilers or movable boilers. Okay, so that are classification. Okay. Today we are going to discuss about fire tube boiler and water tube boiler, and what are the differences between fire tube and water tube boiler. Okay. So first we discuss what is the definition of fire tube boiler. So fire tube, it is having the hot gases inside the tube and water is surrounding them. Okay. So see the figure here. So this is the furnace. Okay. So what is the need of furnace means? So here in furnace the combustion of fuel is takes place. Okay. So by combustion it releases the hot gases. So these hot gases are this furnace is connecting the tubes. Okay. These are the tubes. So here it shows it is the chimney. So it is smokestack or it is called chimney, smokestack. Okay. So which allows the hot gases sent to the atmosphere. Okay. So these are furnaces located here in the boiler. Okay. So this is the boiler which is having water. So here blue color shows the water. Okay. So fire tube boiler here in the furnace, here it releases the hot gases. Okay. So these hot gases are passes through the tubes. Okay. Here it is shown in figure. So hot gases are flows in the tubes. Okay. So around the tubes, here we are having the water. Okay. Here blue color are water. This is water. Okay. So when the hot gases are passes through the tubes, it is having water outside. Okay, outside the tubes, we are having water. So that the heat from the hot gases is transferred to the water. The heat in the hot gases is transferred to the tube, so that the temperature of water is increases. Okay, it is converts into steam. Okay, so the steam is sent from here. Okay, then the hot gases are through the chimney, it is supplied to the atmosphere. Okay, so here within the tubes hot gases are flows, then it is surrounded by the water, then it is called as a fire tube boiler. Okay, so fire tube which have hot gases inside the tube and water is surrounding them. Okay, so it is fire tube boiler. So fire tube boilers. Okay, the combustion gases pass inside boiler tubes and heat is transferred to water on the shell side. Okay, the combustion gases which are flows inside the boiler tubes. So the theory of this figure is here. Okay, so here the hot gases are flows through the tubes. So these are the tubes. Then heat is transferred to the water on the shell side. So within the shell, so this is shell or drum, we are having the water. Okay. So the heat in the hot gases is transferred to the water. Okay, the heat in the the heat in the tubes is transferred to the water. Okay. So then relatively small steam capacity. So here fire tube boilers are used for small capacity. That means 12,000 kg per hour. Okay. And it is low to its pressures are low to medium steam pressures. That means it is used for up to 18 kg per centimeter square. So maximum it may use up to 25 bar. 25 bar of pressure. That application we use the fire tube boilers. Okay. So these fire tube boilers are operates with oil, gas, or solid fuels. Okay. So in the furnace, we may use the for oil, gas, or solid fuels. Okay. So solid fuel means we may use pulverized coal. That is the fine size, small size of coal is called pulverized coal. Okay. So let us discuss parts and working of the 5 tube boiler. Okay. So here the parts are we are having. So this is the boiler drum or boiler shell. So this cylindrical shape is called the boiler drum. Okay. So this is the boiler drum or shell. Okay. Then here this is the furnace. So this is the furnace. So it is connect. It is having the tubes. So these are tubes. Okay. So here it is the chimney or it is smoke box. Okay. So this is the chimney. Okay. So through this hot gases are passes through the flue gases are passes to the atmosphere. Okay. So here a boiler drum, this up to this blue color, we are having the water. Okay. So within the boiler drum, we are having water as well as steam. But water content, water volume of water is more compared to the steam. So this less volume, it is occupied with steam. Okay. So it is the steam dome. Okay. So here we are using the safety valve. Okay. So safety valve, if the pressure is exceed up to the maximum pressure, operating pressure, then this steam is escaped from the safety valve. Okay, if the pressure is exceed within the pressure is exceed more than the designed pressure, then the steam is escaped from the safety valve. Okay, so here drain cock. So here drain is open used for removal of sediments or mud from the boiler drum. Okay. So here feed water. So here we are supplying the feed water from this to the boiler. Okay. And this is the 5 parts, that is furnace. So these are the parts. So let us see the working of 5 tube boiler. Okay. So here we are supplying the fuel as well as air. Okay. Air to the furnace. Okay. So the combustion of fuel is takes place inside the furnace. So it releases the hot gases. Okay. So these hot gases are flows through the tubes. Okay. Here furnace is located within the shell. Okay. So here within the tubes, the hot gases are flows. Okay. So these are the tubes. So through which hot gases are flows. Here red color are indicates the hot gases passage. Okay. So here this furnace is located inside the shell. Okay. So here within the shell we are having the water. So here blue color shows the indicates the water. Okay. So what happens here is when the hot gases are passes inside the tubes, it loses its heat. That means the heat in the heat from the hot gases is transferred to the water. Okay, here the water is absorbing the heat from these hot gases. Okay, so that it is transferred to, its temperature is increases so that the water is converts into steam. Okay, so here the exhaust gases or the flue gases are passes to the through atmosphere through this chimney. Okay, this is the chimney. So through the chimney it is sent to the atmosphere. Okay. So above the boiler drum here steam is collected. This is the space for collecting the steam. Okay. So this steam is used to rotate the prime mover, that is turbine. Okay. So here safety valve. So safety valve is used. So for example, the capacity, operating capacity of this boiler is 6 bar. Let us say it is 6 bar. So but here the pressure the steam developed with pressure of 7 bar. That means so its pressure is exceed than the designed pressure. So that it is a danger. So that for avoid that here the steam is allowed to escape through this safety valve so that the pressure is reduces. Okay. Then here we are using the drain. So the drain is used for removal of sediments or any impurities from the water. Okay. So through this we may remove. Okay. So here the water is continuously supplied to the boiler drum. So in 5T boiler we are using the more quantity of water. Okay, here it is the quantity of water is more and the size of drum is also large size. So let us discuss advantages of 5-tube boiler. Okay. So 5-tube boiler is so easy to use, operate, and clean and maintenance. Okay. So it is easy to use. Okay. Here construction is simple, so it is easy to use and operate, and the cleaning is also easy. Okay, so 5-tube boiler can be used in small scale industries. Okay, so here operating pressure is about only 18 kg per centimeter square. That is maximum is about only 25 bar. That means it is used for small scale industries. Okay. And 5-tube boiler is relatively cheaper than water tube boiler. So it is used for small capacity. That means it is cost is less and capacity is less. So it is cheaper compared to water tube boiler. So disadvantages of 5-tube boiler. So from the furnace combustion side, it is required time to fill water is longer than to increase the temperature and pressure. So compared to furnace combustion side, so it is required more time to fill the water. Okay, so these 5-tube boiler are consisting large water. Okay, so if the water is more, it takes the more time to increase its temperature and pressure. Okay, that means to convert water into steam, it takes more time compared to water tube boiler. Okay. The 5-tube boiler cannot produce steam at a pressure higher than 24.5 bar. Okay, that means it is used for smaller capacity applications. Okay, so more than that, we may not use this 5-tube boilers. And the capacity of generated steam is limited. Okay, steam generation capacity is also less for the 5-tube boiler. Okay, so these are our disadvantages. So next we move to water tube boilers. Okay. So in this type of boiler, water passes through the tubes while gases remain in the shell side, passing over the tube surface. That means, so within the tubes, the water is flows. Okay, water tube boiler means, so the water is passes through the tubes, so which is surrounded by the hot gases. Okay, which is surrounded by the hot gases. That is water tube boilers. Okay. So these are water tube boilers are used for high steam demand and high pressure requirement. Okay. So that is here the pressure range is about to more than 100 bars. Okay. So here steam generation operating pressure for water tube boiler is more than 100 bars. Okay, that means it is used for it is used in modern pressure boilers. So its capacity, steam generation capacity is about 4,000 to 1,20,000 kg per hour. Okay. So these water tube boilers are used in high capacity applications, so large scale industry. So water tube boilers examples are Lement boiler and Benson boiler. Okay, so those are the modern boilers. And the combustion efficiency is enhanced by induced by using the draft fan. Okay, so here draft fan, induced draft fan is used for removal of exhaust gases. Okay, So removal of flue gases from the furnace. Okay. So that its combustion capacities increases. Okay. And it is lower tolerance for water quality, and it needs water treatment plant. So in water tube, we have to maintain the quality of water. So in water tube boiler, we are using the less quantity of water compared to 5 tube. So that we have to maintain the quality of water. Okay. So if quality is not there, we may use a water treatment plant. Okay. It is necessary for water tube boilers. So this is the figure which shows the water tube boiler. Okay. So here this for the water tube boiler, the furnace is located outside the drum, that is externally fired. So here these are the water tubes. Okay. So this is completely boiler drum. Okay. So within the boiler drum, we are having the water tubes. Okay. So here it is the smokestack. That means it is a chimney which allows the hot gases which allow the hot gases to the chimney. Okay. So here we are supplying the water, okay, the water to the tubes. We are supplying water to the tubes. Here blue color shows the passage of water to the tubes. Okay. So which through the tubes the water is flows. Okay. So outside the tube, that means here it is having surrounded by these water tubes are surrounded by the hot gases. So in the furnace, it releases the hot gases by the combustion of fuel. Okay. So these hot gases are flows around the tubes. So here hot gases are flows around the tubes. What happens here is, so this water in the tubes which absorb the heat from the hot gases. Okay. So water are absorbing the heat from the hot gases. So that here it is converts into steam. Okay. So initially it is thick blue, that means water goes on, its temperature is increases. Here it is completely converts into steam. Here color is changes. That means here water is converts into steam. Okay. So here we are with this we are collecting the steam. Okay. This steam is used to rotate the turbine blades. Okay. So hot gas, these flue gases are sent to the atmosphere to the smokestack or chimney. So let us discuss parts of a water tube boiler. So this is the brief figure. So here water tube boiler. Okay, so here we are using the size of drum is very less. So this is the boiler drum. Size is less compared to the 5 tube boiler. So here size of drum is less. Okay. So with the boiler, the bottom is it is the water. Okay. So here the water is occupies more space. So above the boiler drum, it is the steam space. Okay. So below it is water space. So above it is steam space. Okay. Here we are supplying the feed water to the boiler. So here these two verticals are the headers. Okay. These are headers. So this is the downtake header and this is uptake header. Okay. So these two headers are connected with the tubes. These two headers are connected with some inclined tubes. Okay. So these are the tubes. Okay. So here this downtake header. So through the downtake header, the water is flows through the tubes. Okay. Water is flows through the tubes. Okay. So here the steam is collected in the uptake header. The steam is here bubbles are shown here. The steam is collected through the uptake header. Okay. So the here for increasing its contact area, we are using the baffle plates here. These are baffle plates. Okay. So these are the parts. So coming to working. So here we are supplying the feed water to the boiler drum. Okay. So these are the boiler drum. We are supplying the feed water to the boiler drum. So through this drum, the water is flows through the downtake header. Okay, water from the drum it is flows through the downtake header. Okay, so from downtake header to it allows to pass through the tubes. Okay, the water now flows through the tubes. Okay, so here the hot gases from the furnace, so which are passes through the which are passes around the tubes. Okay, so here this yellow color arrows are shows the hot gases. Okay, so through this baffle plate, these hot gases are not flows like this. Okay, through the baffle plate, here hot gases are flows like this. Okay, so arrows are shown here, so that what happens here is, so due to this its contact area is increased. That means the more amount of heat is absorbed by the water. Okay, so here the hot gases are passes more time, so within this time this water are absorbing more heat. Okay, so here baffle plate is used for increasing its contact area between gases and water. Okay. So here, when the water flows from downtake header to uptake header, here the water in the tubes which absorb the heat heat from the hot gases. Okay, so that the water is slowly heated. Okay, here it is completely water. So by traveling through the tubes, its temperature is increases by absorbing heat from the these hot gases which are by surrounded by the tubes. Okay, so at the uptake header, where this water is converts into steam. Okay, so here we are through the uptake header we are collecting the steam. Okay, so if any water particles are there in steam, to eliminate that, we have to pass the steam into superheater. Okay, so that the water particles are completely eliminated and its temperature is increases. Okay, now the steam is collected here, so this steam is used to rotate the prime mover. Okay, so this is about water tube boiler. So let us discuss advantages of water tube boiler. Okay. So these water tube boiler are used for high pressure applications, high pressure and high capacity. That means, so it is used in more than 100 bar pressure. Okay. That means nowadays it is used for modern boilers. Okay. That means high pressure boilers are called modern boilers, and high capacity. So and the steam generation capacity is also more for the water tube boiler. It is around up to 1,35,000, okay, kg per hour. So it has a quick starting and smaller in size for a given output. Okay. So here the size of the drum is less for the given output. So with less drum, okay. So here size of drum is very less, and it has the higher efficiency. Here steam generation capacity is more. That means it has the higher efficiency. Okay, it is suitable for power plant. So these are advantages. Let us discuss disadvantages of water tube boiler. Okay. So the initial cost of a water tube boiler is higher. So it has the complicated design and difficult to inspect. Okay, so for removal of anything, it is very difficult to inspect. And here it is impure and dirty water is not suitable as a feed water. Here we should use the purity of water. We have to maintain the purity of water in the boiler. Okay. So small water content causes the danger of explosion. Okay. So here, if the water content is less than the up to the mark, so here it is very dangerous of explosion, because here we are using the size of drum is less and the quantity of water is also less. So if the water's quantity is less than within, so if the water quantity is very less, so it causes the explosion. Okay, so let us discuss differences between water tube and fire tube boiler. Okay. So first, water tube boiler. This water tube boiler which circulate inside the tubes. Okay. For a water tube boiler, the water is circulate inside the tubes. Okay. So here steam generation capacity is high. Water tube boilers are steam generation capacity is high, so that its efficiency is higher. If the steam generation capacity higher means its efficiency is high. It has a greater heating surface and its cleaning is easy, and its shape is drum type. So here the shape of boiler is drum type. Okay. So each type of fuel is burnt in it, and the transportation is easy from one place to another place. So advantages say about fire tube boiler. So here the fire are hot gases which are circulate inside the tubes. Okay, so within the tubes the hot gases are flows. So steam generation capacity is lower compared to the water tube boiler. Okay. So here steam generation capacity is also less. Efficiency is, so that efficiency is less. Okay. So here the size of boiler is, it is a shell type boiler, because here we are having the large quantity of water. So it is shell type. Whereas boiler, water tube boiler, it is a drum type. Here it is quantity of water is less. So it is shell type boiler. So it is complicated in design. Okay, heating surface is less. So here within the tubes the fire is flows which are surrounded by the water. So heating surface is less. And the cleaning is difficult, and a specific fuel is used. So particular fuel should be used. So in tabular column we just see the comparison between fire tube and water tube boiler. So water tube boiler, fire tube boiler, water tube boiler. Okay. So here method of firing. Okay. So based on method of firing, mode of firing, it is fire tube boilers are internally fired. Okay. Fire tube boilers are internally fired. That means here furnace is located inside the boiler. Water tube boiler. Okay. Water tube boilers are externally fired. That means furnace is located outside the boiler drum. And based on rate of steam production. Okay. So steam production is less for the fire tube boilers. Okay. So here steam generation capacity is less. Here water tube boiler steam generation capacity is more. Okay. That means it is in more than 1 lakh. Okay. So it is in thousands, 50,000. Okay. So here the construction of fire tube boiler is difficult. Okay. So water tube boiler, its construction is simple. So fire tube boiler transportation is difficult. For water tube boiler, transportation is simple. Okay. So in fire tube boiler, treatment of water is not so necessary. Okay. So here we are not heating the directly heating the water. Okay. So that the water treatment is not so necessary. Okay. So in water tube boiler, we are heating the water directly. So here water treatment is more necessary. And the operating pressure. So operating pressure is limited to 16 bar and maximum is up to 25 bar only. So here operating pressure is under high pressure. That means more than 100 bars. So here operating pressure is for water tube it is more than 100 bars. Okay. And floor area. So for 5 tube boiler, the floor area is more. Okay, it occupies more floor area. Okay. So for water tube boiler, it occupies less space. Okay, and shell diameter. The 5 tube boiler, which is having the larger, large for same power. Okay, so here the shell diameter is more for the 5 tube boiler. So for Cochrane boiler, it is a 5 tube boiler. So for this, the shell diameter is 2 meters. Okay, so it is more area, more diameter. Okay, so water tube boiler, the shell diameter is smaller for same power. Okay, explosion. Okay, here explosions are less. In 5 tube boiler, explosion is less. So in water tube boiler, if the water level is less, okay, the water level is less, so that explosions may occur. The risk of bursting is lesser here. Okay, so here the risk of bursting is more. Okay, so today we discuss about the comparison. Okay, so let us revise the today's topics. Okay. That means first 5 tube boiler. So today we discuss the what is 5 tube boiler and what are the parts of 5 tube boiler and working of 5 tube boiler. Okay, and advantages of 5 tube boiler and disadvantages of 5 tube boiler. Okay. Then we discussed about water tube boiler, then working of water tube boiler and advantages, disadvantages. Okay, then we discussed comparison between 5 tube and water tube boiler. Okay, so first what is 5 tube boiler means? So within the tubes the hot gases are flows, okay, which are surrounded by the water. Okay, so in figure it is a furnace. So from the furnace hot gases are passes to the tubes, okay, which consisting the which is surrounded by the water. Okay, so here boiler drum we are having the water. Okay, so here the boiler drum consisting the tubes. So within the tubes we are which flow, here hot gases are flows. So within the drum we are having the water. Okay, so that the water is absorbing the heat from the hot gases, it forms the steam. So this is 5 tube boiler. So here 5 tube boiler is, in 5 tube boiler the water content is more. Okay, so here it is the size of shell is it is a drum type. Sorry, it is a shell type. For 5 tube boiler, the size is like a shell type boiler. Okay, so here more quantity of water is used in the boiler shell. So here we are these 5 tube boilers are used for the small capacity applications. That means 12,000 kg per hour. So in it produce the steam generation capacity up to 12,000 kg per hour. Okay, and it is used for the smaller steam operating pressure. Okay, so up to some 16 to 25 bar only we may use. Okay, so here we may use the uh, it, in the for the combustion process we may use oil, gas, or solid fuels. So this is the working of a 5 tube boiler. Okay, so here within the so here the furnace which releases the hot gases. So these gases are flows through the tubes. Okay, which are within the drum we are having the water. Okay, so that the water gets heated with the hot gases temperature, so it's generate the steam. So we discuss advantages. So main this 5 tube boilers are used for the smaller scale industry. because of its operating capacity is less and steam generation capacity is also less. Okay. And disadvantages are it is operating capacity is only up to 25 bar only. So that means 24.5 bars only. Okay. So here we are using the more quantity of water so that it's take more time to increase its temperature and pressure. Okay, these are and steam generation capacity is also less. So these are the disadvantages. Okay. Then a water tube boiler. Okay, water tube boilers means within the tubes, the water is closed within the tubes which are surrounded by the water. Okay. So here we are using the in water tube boiler. The size of boiler it is a drum. Okay. So in drum we are using the less quantity of water. So with less quantity of water, we produce the steam generation capacity is more and operating capacity is also more. So that these are water tube boilers are used in the large scale industry. Okay. So this is the working. Okay. So these water tube boilers are with less water only we produce the more capacity, high pressure steam, and steam generation capacity is also higher. Okay. Okay, thank you. So tomorrow we discuss about the boiler mountings and accessories.